Hi everyone, my name is Apuraj Garikapati. Welcome to my YouTube channel Amazing Apai. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In the last episode, we saw Yichen and Sunny heading back home. On the way, Sunny said, Yichen, there's something I'm really curious about. You've helped me so many times, yet you keep thanking me. Other than letting you stay at my house, I haven't really done anything for you. Yichen smiled. You don't know it yet, but you've done far more for me than you realize. You'll understand everything tomorrow. Sunny looked confused. What exactly did I do for you? Yichen replied, keep your eyes on the road. Getting distracted while driving is dangerous. A moment later, Sunny shivered. Why has it suddenly gotten so cold? Is the car's air conditioner malfunctioning? Yichen silently thought, the car is perfectly fine. Someone nearby is releasing an overwhelming killing intent. He turned to Sunny and spoke seriously. Listen carefully to what I'm about to say. I'm going to get out of the car. The moment I do, drive away at full speed. If anyone calls out to you from the trees, ignore them. If someone blocks your path, run them over. No matter what happens, don't stop the car until you reach the apartment. And one more thing, as soon as you get home, go to my room. You'll find my phone there. Call the most recent number in the call log and tell that person to send their strongest man to my apartment immediately. Please be careful. The next 30 minutes are going to be extremely dangerous. After saying that, Yichen stepped out of the car. He thought, the world of martial artists is incredibly dangerous. If ordinary people get caught up in it, they'll only end up suffering. I have to keep Sunny away from me, otherwise, her life will constantly be in danger. It's probably time for me to build my own force as well. I can kill my enemies alone, but I can't protect everyone by myself. He turned toward the people behind him. Why are you following me? At the same time, he analyzed them. The driver is a powerful martial artist, but the real threat is the man standing beside him. The man smiled. Yichen, after 5 long years, we finally met again. I never expected anyone from the Yi family to still be alive. Yichen's expression turned cold. 5 years ago, when my family was being slaughtered, you were one of the guests at that banquet, weren't you? So why are you here now? No. The man laughed. Do I really need to explain? I'm here to kill you, and I'll make sure you die the way you deserve. He looked at his subordinate, Wang Chen. I don't want to dirty my own hands. Go crush this insect. Wang Chen attacked Yichen with all his strength. However, not a single strike landed. With one casual punch, Yichen killed him instantly. The master gritted his teeth. Wang Chen, you've completely embarrassed me. Yichen looked at him coldly. He was lucky. He died in a single hit. You won't be that fortunate. I'll make sure your death is slow and painfully unforgettable. The man burst into laughter. Back when your family was slaughtered, you were so scared that you wet your pants. And now you're standing here talking big. I have to admit, you've accomplished quite a lot in 5 years. In fact, you've become worthy of dying at the hands of me. Yichen replied calmly. You should learn to control that tongue of yours. Sometimes, a reckless mouth is exactly what gets people killed. Yichen smirked. Want to hear something interesting? 5 years ago, I was the one who told them where your family lived. The fact that you killed Wang Chen in one strike proves you have some skill. Yichen interrupted him. Enough with the nonsense. I have no interest in listening to weaklings praise themselves. Yaoji sneered. I'll give you one last chance. Become my dog. Serve under me, and I'll spare your miserable life. Yichen laughed. The arrogance of weak people never changes. Do you know what truly powerful people do? They don't waste time talking like you. Before you even realize what's happening, your head is already separated from your body. Yaoji's smile disappeared. He thought, this pressure, it's overwhelming. Has this kid actually become a grandmaster? Yichen said coldly, if I didn't intend to make you suffer, I would have killed you already. But after everything you've said today, I'll make sure you regret every single word. Yaoji thought nervously. This kid can't be more than 15 or 16 years old. There's no grandmaster this young anywhere in the entire country. Even after cultivating day and night for 40 years, I barely reached the grandmaster realm. Yet this child, who's less than half my age, has already reached the same level. My hands are actually trembling, trying to regain his composure. Yaoji shouted, you're putting on too much of an act, brat. You must have used some forbidden technique to gain this kind of power so quickly. But don't think 5 years can surpass my 40 years of cultivation. Yichen smiled faintly. You've cultivated for 40 years? Then I have to say, you completely wasted those 40 years. Enraged, Yaoji charged at him. Yichen effortlessly blocked every attack. An intense battle erupted between them. Yaoji laughed. Kid, take a look at your hand. Just blocking my attack was enough to injure you. Yichen glanced at his hand and thought, I was so focused on the fight that I didn't even notice. Before we move ahead, please take a second to like on this video. A like tells me that you enjoyed this topic. Your support helps Amazing Pi grow naturally. He looked back at Yaoji. I'll admit it, I underestimated you. Managing to leave even a scratch on me is quite an achievement. But now you're about to find out what I did to you. Suddenly, blood began pouring from Yaoji's body. He panicked. I've already exhausted most of my energy. Just trying to scratch his body completely shattered every finger on my hand. Yichen said coldly, you kept talking about the gap between us. You're right, there really isn't an enormous gap. Tomorrow is my parents' death anniversary, and your corpse will be the perfect gift for them. Yaoji thought, no matter how powerful he is, he's still just a kid. He actually thinks he can attack me while he's in midair. Before he lands, I'll cut his legs off. But in the next instant, his eyes widened in horror. The Yichen and the air was only an afterimage. The real Yichen was already behind him. Before Yaoji could react, Yichen grabbed him and slammed him violently into the ground. Yichen looked down at Yaoji and said, you were probably thinking that while I was in the air, you'd cut off my legs. Did you really think I couldn't see through such an obvious plan? I have to admit though, your skull is surprisingly tough. Even after slamming your head into the ground that hard, it still didn't crack. Grabbing Yaoji by the hair, Yichen continued, if you value your life, answer every question honestly. First, how did you find out that I was Yichen? Since returning here, only a handful of people even know my true identity. Yaoji replied, if you want answers, let me go first. Without hesitation, Yichen slammed his head into the ground again. Do you really think you're in a position to negotiate? Try bargaining with me one more time, and I'll crush your head like a balloon. Terrified, Yaoji finally confessed, I heard rumors about a young man who defeated the Chen family and wiped them out. So I started investigating you. The moment I saw your face, I remembered the boy I thought I had killed 5 years ago. You looked almost identical. I figured that if I handed your body over to the Dragon Master, I'd be richly rewarded. Yichen's eyes turned ice cold. So that bastard is the Dragon Master. He's the one who took everything from me. Now tell me his real name. Where is he? And have you already told him that I'm still alive? Yaoji shook his head. I'm not important enough to know the Dragon Master's real name. All I know is that every major martial arts faction and the most powerful families in the capital respect him. Everyone simply calls him Master Dragon. As for you being alive, I haven't reported it yet. I'm not in direct contact with him, so I couldn't inform him even if I wanted to. Yichen sneered, so you're lower than a dog in the Dragon Master's eyes. Yaoji lowered his head. That's true, I have no status in front of him. Yichen continued, did the Dragon Master kill my father simply because he offended him? Yaoji replied, no, that's not the real reason. The Yi family possessed something the Dragon Master wanted. He destroyed your entire family just to obtain it. Yichen thought, is he talking about the mysterious stone my father gave me? The Dragon Master is one of the most powerful figures in the capital. Other than the reincarnation jade, nothing else should be valuable enough to attract someone like him. Suddenly Yaoji smirked. By now, my men have probably reached your girlfriend's house. If you kill me, I guarantee she won't survive either. The next second, Yichen crushed him without mercy. Looking down at his corpse, he said coldly, I already told you. I hate people who try to outsmart me. What made you think you could threaten me? The scene shifted to Sunny's house. As she hurried upstairs, Sunny thought, I don't know why, but it feels like someone is following me. I need to get to Yichen's room as quickly as possible. After entering the apartment, she sighed. I'm exhausted. There's Yichen's phone. I'd better call the last number he dialed. She made the call. Hello, my name is Sunny. I'm in room 103. Yichen told me to ask you to send your strongest man here immediately. Meanwhile, Yaoji's subordinates had already arrived outside the building. Their leader ordered, if you see anyone nearby, kill them without hesitation. Inside, Sunny frowned. No one's answering. What should I do now? She suddenly heard footsteps climbing the stairs. If you can hear me, please hurry. Finally, the person on the other end of the phone spoke. It'll be taken care of. Then the call disconnected. Sunny stared at the phone. It'll be taken care of. What does that even mean? Whoever you are, please hurry and help me. The scene shifted to the headquarters of the dragon group. A man stood up and shouted, "Who dares lay a finger on my master's people?" He yelled, "Phineas, Ferb, get in here immediately." The two rushed in. "Yes, master. What are your orders?" He commanded. "Go to Zhangcheng City immediately. Your mission is to save a young woman. If she dies, don't ever show your faces to me again. And prepare the helicopter. I'm going to Zhangcheng City as well." Phineas reminded him, "Master, tomorrow the 6 most influential families in the capital are scheduled to meet with you. You know how important that meeting is. Are you really leaving?" The man replied without hesitation, "Cancel the meeting. If anyone has a problem with that, tell them to come see me at the Dragon Group headquarters. Nothing is more important than protecting my master's people." The scene shifted back to Sunny's apartment. Yao Jai's men had already broken into the building. One of them shouted, "There's a girl inside. Come on out, beauty. We won't hurt you." Sunny thought, someone's here, but Yichen must have placed some kind of protection on the door because they still can't get in. Outside, the men continued shouting, "Miss, open the door. We promise we won't hurt you." Their leader stopped them. "Don't kill her. I haven't been able to contact Mr. Yao for quite some time. Keeping her alive could be useful." The others laughed even better. "As long as she stays alive, we can do whatever we want with her." One of them threw a full-powered punch at the door. Nothing happened. He stared in disbelief. How is this possible? That punch should have shattered it. Another man scoffed, "You're just weak. Move aside and let us try." Their leader narrowed his eyes. "There's some kind of hidden power protecting this door." Suddenly someone shouted, "Brother, look at your hand." His arm began burning. Within 2 seconds, his entire body turned to ashes. His companions froze. Did he just die? The leader said grimly, "I don't know what kind of protection was placed on this door, but forcing it open with brute strength is impossible. If we keep attacking it, we'll all end up dead." The others nervously asked, "Boss, what do we do now?" The leader smirked, "Give me 20 seconds. When brute force doesn't work, you use your brain. I'll remove every screw from this door in less than 2 minutes." Inside the apartment, Sunny heard shouting outside. Did someone just die? A moment later, she watched in horror as the door slowly came loose. The intruder stepped inside. "We didn't expect to find such a beautiful girl in here. One of our men died because of you. Now you'll have to compensate us." Their leader warned, "Remember, don't kill her." Sunny panicked. "Yu Chen told me to survive no matter what. But what am I supposed to do now? There's nowhere left to run." Just as one of the men reached for her, Akonai flew through the air and instantly killed him. A voice echoed through the room. "How dare you think you could lay a finger on the people of King of Jonman while I'm here? I've wiped out entire villages since I was a child. Compared to them, you're nothing." One of Yao Jai's men stepped forward. "You've got some nerve killing our people. Whoever you are, you're not leaving here alive today." Before he could finish speaking, Phineas appeared and cut him down in a single strike. One of Yao Jai's men panicked and said, "He just mentioned the king of Jiangnan. How did we end up offending someone that powerful?" Diangjing City was only a small city within Jiangnan province, but throughout the entire province, no one dared offend the king of Jiangnan, the undisputed ruler of the entire underworld. Before the man could surrender, Phineas killed him without hesitation. Phineas and Ferb reassured her, "Miss Sunny, there's no need to worry anymore. As long as we're here, you'll be completely safe. Mister, he sent us here to protect you." Sunny asked in surprise, "You're talking about Jiangnan?" The next morning, the scene shifted to a mountain. Yichen dragged Yao Jai to his parents' graves. He knelt before the tombstones and said, "Mom, Dad, today is your death anniversary. Your son has finally come to visit you." He then kicked Yao Jai to the ground in front of the graves. "I kept you alive for one reason, so you could kneel before them." Yao Jai shouted, "I'm a great martial arts master. I'd never kneel before the trash of the Yi family. If you want to kill me, then do it." Yichen grabbed his head. "I told you to kneel." He slammed Yao Jai's head against the tombstone. Looks like that wasn't enough. He repeatedly smashed Yao Jai's head into the gravestone until he finally beat him to death. Looking at his parents' graves, Yichen said, "Mom, Dad, this is my first gift to you on your death anniversary." Yao Jai, but this is only the beginning. Everyone involved in what happened at that banquet 5 years ago, including that man from the capital. I'll kill every single one of them. People say God punishes the guilty, but since he never punished them, I'll become their god and deliver that punishment myself. Later that morning, Sunny arrived at the mountain. She thought, I still can't fully understand everything that happened yesterday. To be honest, I still don't completely understand Chen Gan either. When I first met him at the company, I thought he was just a fraud. But because he looked exactly like my old friend Yi Chen, I let him stay at my house. She then noticed Yi Chen sleeping beside the graves. Yi Chen murmured in his sleep, Mom, Dad, your son has become strong now. With tears in her eyes, Sunny whispered, You're not Chen Gan, you're Yi Chen. I should have realized it much sooner. Now I finally understand why you were always so close to me and why you kept risking your life to save me. I'm such an idiot for not figuring it out sooner. I can't even imagine everything you've gone through during these past 5 years. No wonder you've changed so much. She looked at the graves and said, Uncle, Aunt, your son has suffered more than anyone should. But please believe me, he's returned as a strong and capable man. You don't have to worry about him anymore. I'll stay by his side and take care of him. And one more thing, your son is a truly wonderful person. At that moment, Yi Chen opened his eyes. Sunny, what are you doing here? Let go of my hand. I want some juice. Sunny smiled. You've had enough juice. Let's go home. Yi Chen teased her. You're not my wife. Why are you acting like you can scold me? Sunny laughed. Your parents told me to help find you a wife. Until that happens, I'll be your temporary wife. As they walked down the mountain together, Yi Chen smiled to himself. Mom, Dad, I'm sure you're happy seeing me with Sunny. 3 hours later, Shu's Ran arrived at the graveyard. She muttered, I've been having terrible nightmares since last night, and now I find Yao Jai's body stuffed inside a sack. Who could have done this to someone as powerful as him? She then noticed the Yi family's tombstone. Wait, this is the Yi family's grave. Could it be that the Chen family, Yao Jai, and everyone else weren't killed randomly? Was someone from the Yi family responsible? I need to investigate this immediately. Otherwise, I might be next. Meanwhile, someone knocked on Yi Chen's apartment door. Yi Chen slowly woke up. I drank way too much last night. It's rare for me to lose control like that. Sunny also woke up. Who could be knocking this early? Yi Chen looked over and froze. Sunny, why are you on my bed? Don't tell me you took advantage of me while I was drunk. Sunny burst into laughter. That's not what happened. You drank way too much last night and kept calling for your mom. I stayed here just to make sure you were okay. I don't even remember when I fell asleep. Now I smell like alcohol too. Yi Chen grinned. Since you're my temporary wife, how about giving me a hug? Just as he leaned in, someone knocked on the door again. Sunny said, You answer it. I can't go outside dressed like this. Jaishun opened the door. Mia, what are you doing here? Mia smiled. My father invited you to dinner yesterday. We tried calling you several times, but your phone was unreachable, so I came to find you personally. As she looked at him, she secretly thought, his physique is incredible. Jaishun suddenly remembered. Right, I completely forgot about that. But bring your father to the location I sent you. Later, Mia and her father, Mr. Shen, headed toward the meeting place. Mr. Shen frowned. As far as I remember, there aren't any luxury hotels at this address. Where exactly did Mr. Yi invite us? Mia replied honestly, Dad, I don't know this area very well either. The driver suddenly spoke. Mr. Shen, I know what's located there. Mr. Shen smiled. Then what's the problem? Is it an extremely expensive restaurant? No matter how expensive it is, it doesn't matter. The driver awkwardly replied, Actually, it's the complete opposite. It's not expensive at all. It's not even a restaurant. It's a roadside barbecue diner where the food is extremely cheap. Both father and daughter stared at him in disbelief. Cheap food. Mia frowned. A man worth millions is treating us at such a cheap place. Mr. Shen smiled calmly. The truly powerful people usually live very simple lives. That's exactly why ordinary people can never compare to them. Soon they arrived outside Uncle Wang's barbecue restaurant. Looking at the luxury car, Aunt Zhang said, I don't know what kind of car that is, but it looks incredibly expensive. Uncle Wang nodded. Seeing a luxury car like that parked outside our little restaurant doesn't feel real. At that moment, Yi Chen walked over. Uncle Aunt Tiz are my guests. I invited them here. I've already placed the order. Please start preparing the food. Uncle Wang thought, these influential people actually came here because of Yi Chen. Mr. Shen stepped out of the car and smiled. Mr. Even the aroma of the food here is amazing. Your taste is truly exceptional. Uncle Wang welcomed everyone inside. Please come in. I've already prepared fresh barbecue for all of you. After taking a bite, Mia smiled. This is delicious. For this price, the quality is incredible. Mr. Chen silently observed the restaurant. The prices are affordable. The food is outstanding. The decor is simple. There's only the single table in the entire restaurant. The only reason this place isn't famous is because of its remote location. He turned to his driver. Renovate this place. I want this restaurant to be packed with customers in the future. Don't worry, Mr. Chen. Everything will be finished within 2 days. Uncle Wang and Aunt Cheng were stunned. They thought this wealthy man cares so much about Yi Chen. He's even helping promote our restaurant just to make Yi Chen happy. Yi Chen smiled. Mr. Chen, thank you for helping Uncle Wang and Aunt Cheng. Mr. Chen smiled back. Mr. I'm sure you didn't invite me here just for a meal, did you? Yi Chen said, the thing I like most about you is that you're straightforward. I want to know everything you can tell me about the Tianjin Group. Mr. Shen was stunned. The Tianjin Group. 5 years ago, the Tianjin Group belonged to the Yi family. It was founded by Yi Tianjin, but during the banquet 5 years ago, the entire Yi family was wiped out, and Yi Tianjin was killed as well. After that, the Tianjin Group was divided among several different forces to keep people from discovering who actually took control of it. All information about the company was hidden, and it was probably even renamed. But why are you so interested in the Tianjin Group, Mr. E? Mr. Shen suddenly froze. He thought, his name is Yi Chen, and the founder of the Tianjin Group was Yi Tianjin. Does that mean he's Yi Tianjin's son Yi Chen? So he never died 5 years ago. He survived, trained in secret, and has now returned stronger than ever. Yi Chen smiled. Looks like you figured it out, and you're absolutely right. I'm Yi Chen, the son of Yi Tianjin. I'm asking about the Tianjin Group because I'm here to take back the company my father built. Mr. Chen asked in shock. You want to reclaim the Tianjin Group? Yi Chen nodded. Yes, I won't let anyone else keep what's rightfully mine. Tell me who controls my company now. Shan replied. The Tianjin Group was split apart 5 years ago, and many powerful forces were involved. The situation is extremely complicated, but I do know one thing. The Qingyi Group played a major role in all of this. Its chairman is Zheng Jinming. Yi Chen's eyes turned cold. Zheng Jinming, how could I ever forget that bastard? He was my father's closest friend, the man my father trusted the most. He's the one who invited my father to that banquet. While those people from the capital were murdering my father, that bastard stood there laughing and shamelessly flattering the Dragon Master. Seeing his expression, Sunny quickly said, Yi Chen, calm down. Yi Chen took a deep breath. Don't worry, I'm fine. Mr. Shane continued, to be honest, I have some useful connections. I can gather detailed information on the Qingyi Group for you. Then we'll work together and find a way to take it over. As far as I know, most of the Tianjin Group's remaining assets are under their control. Mia secretly thought, this is the first time I've ever seen Dad this nervous. Is he really anxious? Or is this entire matter connected to Yi Chen? Maybe he's preparing himself for the biggest business deal of his life. Yi Chen asked Mr. Shan, you just said this matter runs very deep. Even so, you're still willing to help me? Aren't you afraid your family could get dragged into this? Mr. Shan smiled. Businessmen only care about profit. If we succeed in taking over the Qingyi Group, I only want a 10% share. You can keep all the power and leadership. I only want a small piece of the profits. If you agree, we can start immediately. Sunny added, I'm the director of a major company, so I understand how the business world works. What Mr. Shan is asking for is actually a very small share. He simply wants the opportunity to work alongside you. Yi Chen smiled. Mr. Shan, you've been sincere with me from the very beginning. That's why I've decided to bring you onto my side. From today onward, the Shan family is my family, and no one in this world is allowed to lay a finger on my family. Mr. Shan felt a surge of excitement. He thought, I've never been this excited in my life. It feels like I'm finally about to accomplish something truly extraordinary. If we succeed, we'll rise so high that no one will ever be able to catch up to us. Sunny smiled. If we really reclaim the company, Uncle would be so happy. Yi Chen quietly thought, he definitely would. He devoted his entire life to building that company. At that moment, Yi Chen noticed several people following them. However, he sensed no hostility. These must be Ling Tian's men. He probably sent them to protect Sunny and me. Sunny said, "We're out of snacks at home. Yi Chen, do you want me to buy you anything?" Yi Chen shook his head. "No, I'm good." Just then, his phone rang. It was the king of Gyeongnan. Yi Chen sighed. "I guess I have to meet him. Otherwise, he definitely won't stop bothering me." The king said excitedly, "Master, you finally answered my call." Yi Chen replied, "Knowing you, you've probably already arrived in Gyeongchen City. And stop calling me master. Just call me Mr. Yi." The king laughed. "You really know me well." "Yes, I'm already in Gyeongchen City." Yi Chen said, "Let's meet tomorrow at 8. There's something I need to discuss with you." The king immediately replied, "Thank you for finally agreeing to meet me. How about we meet tomorrow at 8 p.m. at the Yuhua Club? The club belongs to one of my people, so we can talk there without any interruptions." Yi Chen thought, the Yuhua Club is the finest club in the entire city. I never expected it to be one of Ling Tian's properties as well. The scene then shifted to the entrance of the Yuhua Club. Sijuran's father asked, "Are you still thinking about Yao Jai? You shouldn't dwell on things like that." Sijuran replied, "Dad, how can I just forget about it? I've used every resource the Tu family has, but I still haven't found the reason behind his death. Someone erased every single clue. Someone is deliberately suppressing all information about this case. Even though we're one of the most powerful families in the city, we still can't uncover the truth." Her father comforted her. "Don't think about it too much. Someone from the National Security Department is coming to meet me today. Maybe their connections can help us find some answers." A waitress approached them. "May I see your membership card?" After checking it, she allowed them inside. Surin looked around in surprise. "Dad, doesn't the club feel different today? There are far more people than usual, and every single one of them looks incredibly influential." Her father pointed toward an elderly man. "Surin, do you see that old man?" She asked. "What about him? Do we know him?" Her father replied, "I know who he is, but he probably doesn't know me. He's the owner of this entire club. His name is Master Rooter. He may look like an ordinary old man, but he's an extremely powerful martial artist. As long as he's here, no one dares cause trouble inside this club." Surin asked, "Dad, there's something I don't understand. I know the Yuhua Club is luxurious, but it isn't wealthy enough to make every major family in Gyeongchang City respect it. Is it all because Master Rooter is a martial artist?" Her father shook his head. "No, Master Rooter is powerful, but not powerful enough to make every major family bow to him. The real reason is that someone far greater stands behind him. Throughout the entire Gyeongnan province, no one dares challenge that man. His name is the King of Gyeongnan." Mr. Yiling Tan Shishen was about to enter when Surin gasped in shock. "The King of Gyeongnan? The Tu family may be the strongest family in our city, but our influence extends only this far. The King of Gyeongnan, on the other hand, is the most powerful man in the entire province." Her father nodded. "He's so powerful that he could wipe out all of us with a single command. The officer from National Security should be arriving soon, so I'm heading inside." Surin replied, "Before we move ahead, please take a second to like on this video. A like tells me that you enjoyed this topic. Your support helps Amazing Apply grow naturally. Go ahead, Dad. I'm not feeling very well, so I'll stay outside and get some fresh air." As she walked alone, she thought, "Every time I close my eyes, I see Yao Jai's face. I don't know why, but it terrifies me. No one cares that he died. What truly matters is the person who killed him and left his body in front of the Yi family's graves. Could someone from the Yi family still be alive? Could it possibly be Yi Chen?" Just then Yi Chen appeared in front of her. She thought even if Yi Chen were still alive, he'd probably be a homeless beggar by now. Despite being born into the Yi family, he was always a loser. There's no way he could have accomplished anything on his own. Still, this man looks exactly like Yi Chen. Maybe I should talk to him. After all, I treated the real Yi Chen terribly. Surin smiled politely. "Hello, it's nice to meet you." Yi Chen looked at her coldly. "And you are?" Surin replied, "To be honest, you look exactly like one of my old classmates. I treated him very badly, and now I deeply regret it. My name is Chu Surin. If you live in this city, you've probably heard of the Chu family." She handed him a business card. "Here's my card. If you ever need any help, just give me a call." Yi Chen glanced at the card before casually throwing it onto the ground. Surin frowned. "What are you doing?" Crushing the card beneath his foot, Yi Chen replied, "I don't care whether you're from the Chu family or any other family. Now get out of my way, Surin said angrily. I'm trying to be kind, and you're acting arrogant. You have no idea what a huge opportunity you just threw away. Yi Chen's expression remained ice cold. Move, I don't like repeating myself. Furious, Surin stepped forward. I'm not letting this go. I don't care which family you belong to. There's no way you're stronger than the Chu family. Just then, Master Rooter shouted, Stop right there, young lady. What do you think you're doing? The moment Surin saw Master Rooter, her attitude changed instantly. Master Rooter, I'm from the Chu family. My name is Chu Surin. I've heard a great deal about you. Master Rooter replied coldly. Leave. Surin blinked. What did you say? He raised his voice. I said get out. I don't care which family you belong to. From today onward, you're never allowed to set foot inside the Yuha Club again. Surin immediately lowered her head. I'm sorry. I'll leave right away. She quickly turned around and left. After entering the private room, Jishin said, Weren't we supposed to meet at 8? Where's Ling Tan? Why isn't he here yet? Master Rooter respectfully replied, He was probably delayed by something important. Please don't worry. The king of Jainan will be here very soon. Jishin answered calmly, I'll wait exactly 3 minutes. If he doesn't arrive within 3 minutes, I'm leaving. Master Rooter thought, Who exactly is this kid? How can he talk about the king of Jainan like that? If these weren't the king's direct orders, I'd never personally serve a mere teenager. Just then, the king of Jainan entered the room. Master Rooter immediately bowed. Greetings, king of Jainan. He secretly thought, it's been many years since we last met. Yet he's just as powerful as ever. Jishin looked at him and said, Ling Tan, you're 2 minutes late. If you'd been 30 seconds later, I would have already left. Master Rooter tried to explain. Mr. E, the king has many responsibilities. Before he could finish, Ling Tan suddenly dropped to his knees. Master, please forgive me. Master Rooter and the others were completely stunned. The king of Jainan is kneeling before a young man. The entire Jainan province fears this man. Yet he's kneeling before a teenager. Jishin sighed. What are you doing? Ling Tan smiled. I'm just relieved you finally calmed down. You have no idea how happy I am to see you again. Master Rooter was completely dumbfounded. Lord, does that mean this young man is even the king of Jainan's master? He thought, the king controls the entire Jainan underworld. He decides the rules that everyone follows. As far as anyone knows, there's no one more powerful than him in the entire province. Yet only a handful of people know that he isn't the true ruler. The seat of the real master has remained vacant for years. The king has mentioned countless times that he's only acting on behalf of the true master. Now the mystery has finally been solved. The real master is this young man standing before me. Everyone immediately knelt. Greetings, Palace Master. Jishin frowned. Ling Tan, why are you making everyone call me master? Send everyone outside. I need to speak with you alone. Ling Tan ordered. Everyone guard the door. If anyone tries to enter, kill them immediately. Once the door was closed, Ling Tan said, Master, with them standing outside, no one will be able to eavesdrop on our conversation. Jishin looked at him curiously. I still don't understand. Why do you insist on calling me master? Is it only because I saved your life in Demon Valley a few years ago? Bing Tan shook his head. Demon Valley is still a sad nightmare to this day. A few years ago, my brothers and I were ambushed there. We were gravely injured and thought we were all going to die. Jishin recalled, at the time, I happened to pass through that area. When I learned they were from Jainan province, I felt sorry for them. Since we came from the same province, I used one of my master's talismans to save their lives. Ling Tan continued, that gift saved every one of us. I've always respected you because of it. But that's not the real reason I call you master. The real reason is this medal. Jishin looked puzzled. A medal? You call me master because of a medal? As Ling Tan showed it to him, Jishin was stunned. The portrait engraved on the century-old medal looked almost identical to him. Jishin asked, Ling Tan, why is my face carved into this medal? Ling Tan quickly shook his head. You've misunderstood, master. This medal is over 100 years old. It existed long before you saved us. Even before either of us was born. I'm sure you'll recognize it. Jishin examined it carefully. He's right. This medal really is over 100 years old. But where did you get it? Ling Tan explained, it's one of my family's greatest treasures. My great-grandfather left it behind. He was the greatest and most powerful feng shui master of his era. He predicted that within the next 100 years, the Yi family would face complete destruction. To save our family from that coming disaster, he searched for a solution. He discovered that only the purple dragon could alter heaven's destiny. He performed a forbidden ritual, sacrificing 20 years of his lifespan. In return, he obtained this medal. My great-grandfather specifically told us that the man depicted on this medal would bear the surname Yi. Within 100 years, one of our descendants would eventually meet him. When that day came, we were to do everything possible to make him our master. If we failed, we would be remembered as sad traitors to our own family. Jishin thought to himself, now that I think about it, what Ling Tian said actually makes sense. I've never really felt anything special myself, but my master always told me that I carry a unique destiny. I'm the purple dragon, the one destined to change people's fate. That's why when Jishin needed to be saved, my master didn't come personally. Instead, he sent me because only the purple dragon has the power to alter heaven's will. The purple dragon can rewrite destiny itself. Ling Tian continued, over the past few years, I've greatly expanded my influence throughout Jiangnan province. I admit that I'm still not strong enough to challenge the big shots in the capital, but give us a few more years, and our forces will be powerful enough to stand against them. Jishin shook his head, you don't need to avenge my family. If you even try, I'll consider you my enemy. Ling Tian immediately lowered his head. Forgive me, I overstepped my boundaries. He silently thought, what an idiot I am. No matter how powerful I've become, the man standing before me could still wipe out my entire organization by himself. Who am I to think I could help someone like him? Jishin said, if you truly want me to accept you as my master, then you must agree to 3 conditions. First, don't interfere in my life. Without my permission, you are not to take any action. Second, assign people to protect Sunny. If anyone tries to harm her, make sure they never get the chance. Third, investigate the people in the capital. Find every person connected to the banquet incident 5 years ago. Gather every piece of information you can, but don't expect it to be easy. Ling Tian answered without hesitation. I'm willing to do anything for you. Jishin nodded. I've said everything I needed to. If I need anything in the future, I'll contact you. Ling Tian added, there's one more thing you should know. Several forces have started investigating you. The first is the Tu family of Zhang Cheng. They've been collecting surveillance footage from around the mountain where you live, and they've even checked the villa's ownership records. Fortunately, I used my influence to block all the information. The second is the Jai family of Jiangnan province. They aren't investigating you aggressively, they simply want to know who you are. I've managed to keep both of those groups in check, but the third one is beyond my authority. One of the Dragon Soul commanders, from National Security, has begun investigating you. Jishin thought, the Jai family is probably investigating me because of the formula. The Tu family must be looking into me because of Yao Jai's death. But what did I ever do to National Security? Why are they interested in me? Could they have figured out that I was the one who killed the Chen family and Yao Jai? Ling Tian reassured him, don't worry, I'll clean up every incident involving the people you've killed. And if you ever need anything, just contact me. Jishin smiled. Thanks. As Jishin walked outside, he found Surin waiting for him. She crossed her arms. If you kneel down and apologize, I might let you go. Jishin ignored her completely and kept walking. He muttered, traveling on foot has become such a hassle. I should just buy a car. These days, I keep running into strange people. Surin gritted her teeth. You're still ignoring me. Fine, I won't let you get away this time. She lunged at him. Jishin effortlessly caught her wrist and slammed her onto the ground. Surin was stunned. I'm not weak when it comes to martial arts. So how did I lose so easily? Getting back to her feet, she demanded, who are you? You've insulted my family. I won't let this go. You can't stay inside this club forever. Jishin grabbed her face and smirked. Playing with you has been surprisingly entertaining, but it's time to throw you away. Surin panicked. What are you planning to do? Without another word, Jishin picked her up and tossed her straight into a dumpster. This is where you belong. Then he simply walked away. Climbing out of the trash, Surin shouted, you'll regret this. I will never forgive you. After returning home, she's even thought, I hate Surin. But if I'm being honest, she had nothing to do with my parents' deaths, so I won't go out of my way to hurt her. As far as I know, no one from the Chu family attended that banquet 5 years ago. He checked the time. It's already 1 in the morning. Sunny must be asleep by now. When he entered his room, he noticed someone was already sleeping in his bed. He smiled. Sunny gets embarrassed so easily. This morning she got mad when I teased her. Yet now she's sleeping in my room. I'm exhausted too. I might as well sleep. The next morning, Jishin woke up and mumbled, "Sonny, what time is it?" He suddenly froze. "Wait a second. Why are you here?" The woman beside him replied, "Forget about me. What are you doing here?" Jishin looked confused. "This is my room. Shouldn't I be the one asking why you're here?" Just then, Sonny walked in. "Jishin, you're back. Didn't you say you weren't coming home last night?" She looked at the two of them in shock. "Hold on. What's going on here? You said you wouldn't be coming home, but you spent the night here." Jishin thought, "My conversation with Ling Tian lasted much longer than I expected. When Sonny called me, I assumed I'd be gone all night, so I told her I'd be home very late and that she should just go to sleep." Meanwhile, Ru thought, "I drank way too much yesterday. My head was killing me. Otherwise, I definitely would have noticed someone lying next to me." Both of them quickly blurted out, No, nothing happened. You're misunderstanding everything." Ru thought, "My mom suddenly came to the city yesterday. She told me the Jia family has run into some serious trouble. I only have 1 week before I have to go back, and once I return, they'll definitely force me into an arranged marriage. I was so stressed that I told Sunny everything. I ended up drinking far too much and fell asleep at her house. I completely forgot there was a guy living here, and by accident, I ended up sleeping beside him." Jishin apologized, "I'm sorry. He thought nothing even happened. Why is she crying? I thought she was Sunny, so I just hugged her and fell asleep." Muncho looked at him with watery eyes. "You have no idea what you've done." Jishin shrugged, "And I don't really care to know." With that, he turned around and left the room. The moment he stepped outside, "Mr. Shan called him. I hope I'm not disturbing you. There's something important we need to discuss." Jishin immediately asked, "Is this about the Kingi group?" Mr. Shan replied, "Yes, I've prepared 2 different plans. I'm about 90% confident that one of them will succeed. Let me explain everything in detail." Jishin interrupted him, "There's no need. I trust you completely. Just tell me what needs to be done, and what will gain from it." Shinhai said, "No matter what, you have to get Zhang Jingming's signature. They simply renamed our Tianjin group as Kingi Group after taking it over. The company is controlled by an underground organization called the Kinmen Alliance, so we'll have to deal with them as well." Jishin replied calmly, "That won't be a problem." Shinhai continued, "If we can solve those 2 issues, Tianjin Group will be ours within the next 2 days." Jishin nodded, "Send me the documents. I'll get the signature tonight and I'll take care of the Kinmen Alliance as well." Shinhai thought to himself, "Mr. Yi is powerful, but surely not that powerful. He has no idea how difficult it is to get Zhang Jingming's signature. If he actually pulls it off, I'll truly believe I'm following a god." The scene shifted to the Kingi Group headquarters. Yichen looked at the towering building. "So this is the headquarters. According to Ling Tan's intelligence, Zhang Jingming is meeting with someone important today. It's time to teach my father's so-called best friend a lesson." Taking the elevator, Yichen arrived on the 29th floor. He thought, this building has 33 floors, but the elevator only goes up to the 29th. The top 4 floors are restricted. Floors 29 through 31 are occupied by employees whose job is to hide the company's illegal operations from the public. The 32nd floor is where the Kinmen Alliance's enforcers operate, managing all of the organization's illegal business, and on the very top floor is Zhang Jingming's office. He glanced toward the staircase. Taking the stairs would waste too much time. I need another way up. I could simply smash the window, but innocent people outside might get hurt. Better to dissolve the glass instead. Using his power, Yichen silently dissolved the window and flew upward. On the 32nd floor, members of the Kinmen Alliance suddenly heard an unusual noise. One of them frowned. "What's that sound? Are people shooting outside?" Their leader ordered, "Go check it out." Yichen suddenly appeared before them. "There's no need. I came here myself." The gang members stared at him in shock. "Who are you? How did you get in here?" Yichen replied coldly, "Just know this. I'm your death. This is the last thing you'll ever see." The leader sneered, "Kid, you're way too arrogant." Before he could finish, Yichen killed him with a single strike. Yichen thought, according to Ling Tan's investigation, every member of the Kinmen Alliance has committed countless crimes. There's nothing wrong with eliminating people like them. He said, "If I let criminals like you live, then I'm only betraying the innocent. And I have one rule. I never allow evil people to harm the good. Meanwhile, on the top floor, Zhang Jinming was in a meeting. The man sitting across from him said, Mr. Zhang, I'm hearing a lot of noise downstairs. Shouldn't someone check it out? Zhang Jinming laughed. The young men downstairs are hot-blooded. They're always getting into small fights. There's nothing to worry about. Besides, every guard around us is one of the Kinmen Alliance's strongest fighters. No one can threaten us. The visitors smiled. I came here from Country with complete sincerity. We only need the airport layout of Gyeongnan province. Provide us with that information, and we'll give you anything you ask for. One of the Kinmen Alliance members hesitated. That would be betraying our country. Zhang Jinming shrugged. So what? The punishment for treason is execution. The punishment for all the other crimes we commit is also execution. Once you've chosen evil, there's no difference between one crime and another. The foreign representative continued. There's one more thing. We have some extremely advanced equipment for you. Each unit is worth 50 million. You can purchase them whenever you want. Zhang Jinming laughed. You always make offers that are impossible to refuse. Just as they were about to shake hands, boom, the office door exploded open. Each hand walked in. He glared at Zhang Jinming. So betrayal really runs in your blood. First, you betrayed your best friend, and now you've betrayed your own country. No matter how many times someone like you dies, it still wouldn't be enough. Zhang Jinming's eyes widened. He looks exactly like Yi Chen, but that trash died 5 years ago. How could he still be alive? He demanded, How did you get up here? What are my men downstairs doing? Yi Chen answered indifferently. There is sleep, a very deep and permanent sleep. Zhang Jinming was horrified. That's impossible. Every one of them was an elite martial artist. Yi Chen threw a stack of documents into Zhang Jinming's face. Sign them. Zhang Jinming looked through the papers. You want this company? What makes you think I'd hand over everything to you? The representative from Country M immediately ordered his bodyguard. Kill him. The guard pulled out a machine gun and opened fire. Yi Chen casually raised his hand. Every bullet froze in midair. He smiled. These toys won't work against me, but they'll work perfectly against you. With a wave of his hand, the bullets flew back and instantly killed the bodyguard. The foreign representative turned pale. What kind of power is that? Yi Chen looked at him. Want to experience it yourself? At that moment, Zhang Jinming's 2 personal guards charged forward. Yi Chen glanced at them. Half-step grandmasters. By this city's standards, you're incredibly powerful. Unfortunately, you chose the wrong man to fight. With a single punch, he knocked both of them unconscious. Yi Chen then turned to Zhang Jinming. Now it's your turn. Terrified, Zhang Jinming asked, You've become a grandmaster. How did someone your age achieve something like this? Who are you? Seeing his own guard dead, the representative from Country Mim hurriedly backed away. This has nothing to do with me. You two can settle your own business. I'll be leaving now. Before he could escape, Yi Chen killed him with a single strike. Witnessing that, Zhang Jinming completely lost his nerve. Yi Chen said coldly, Sign the papers. Shaking with fear, Zhang Jinming replied, I'll sign. Please don't kill me. He hurriedly signed the documents and handed them over. Yi Chen glanced at the signed papers. Your job is done. There's no reason for you to stay alive anymore. Zhang Jinming panicked. You're going to kill me? Don't forget, the Kinmen Alliance is backing this company. If you kill me here, the Kinmen Alliance will never let you go. Yi Chen said, To be honest, I originally came here only to take back Kingi Group, but after listening to you, I've changed my mind. Now I'm going to destroy the Kinmen Alliance as well. If there's anyone else you want me to wipe out, just say their name. Zhang Jinming sneered. You're getting way too arrogant. So what if you're a martial grandmaster? The Kinmen Alliance has plenty of grandmasters too. You may be powerful, but your family certainly isn't. If you kill me, the Kinmen Alliance will slaughter every member of your family. Yi Chen's expression turned cold. Which family are you talking about? The one you murdered 5 years ago. Zhang Jinming froze. You're really Yi Chen? How did you survive? He hurriedly changed his tone. Yi Chen, my boy, listen to me. It was all a misunderstanding. I'm your uncle, your father's best friend. How could I ever think about hurting you? Yi Chen attacked him without hesitation. Don't you dare say my father's name with your filthy mouth. And who gave you the right to call yourself my uncle? The same uncle who laughed while my father was being murdered. Zhang Jinming begged, Please forgive me. Yi Chen replied coldly. Not today. I'll keep beating you until my anger is satisfied. If even one of you had shown mercy to the family that day, I might have spared you. My mother was completely innocent. She knew nothing. Why did you kill her? Why aren't you ashamed of betraying your own brother and your best friend? Yi Chen continued beating Jing Jinming until he finally died. Sitting down afterward, Yi Chen muttered, "My hatred for people like you is the only reason I'm still alive. I won't stop until every last one of you is dead." Walking out of the building, Yi Chen thought, Ling Tan really makes things easy. He already sent a cleanup crew to erase every trace inside the building. He even prepared a fresh set of clothes for me because my old ones were covered in blood. Now it's time to deal with the Kim-in alliance. Just then, a police officer approached. "Yi Chen, what are you doing here?" Yi Chen smiled. "Officer Bale, shouldn't I be asking you that? Are you chasing criminals?" Bale replied, "It's a confidential mission." Yi Chen nodded. "Fair enough. What I was doing here is confidential too, so I can't tell you." Suddenly, a massive explosion erupted inside the building. A huge chunk of concrete flew straight toward Bale. She thought, "It's too close. I won't be able to dodge it." Yi Chen instantly rushed in front of her and protected her from the falling debris. He asked, "Are you okay?" Bale sighed in relief. "Thank you so much. If you hadn't saved me, I would have died." Yi Chen smiled. "Take care of yourself." Secretly, he thought, that explosion was partly my doing. The least I could do was save her. Still, destroying everything is the perfect way to erase the evidence. No evidence survives if everything is reduced to rubble. As people fled the scene, Yi Chen noticed several suspicious men escaping. Meanwhile, Bale recognized the tattoos on them. Those tattoos, they're members of the Kinmen Alliance? Could they be the ones behind the explosion? She thought, I've been investigating the Kinmen Alliance for a long time. They're responsible for almost 90% of the city's crimes, but they erase every piece of evidence so perfectly that we've never been able to catch them. Bale said, "Sorry, Yi Chen, I have something important to do." Yi Chen watched her leave. "That girl's pretty strange. Forget it. I have my own business with the Kinmen Alliance." The scene shifted to the Kinmen Alliance's hidden headquarters. Following the escaping gang members, Bale had managed to track down their base. She thought, these are the Kinmen Alliance's top members. They must know everything about the headquarters. I have to admit, they picked an excellent location. No one would ever come here by accident. Now that I found it, I need to gather as much evidence as possible. She climbed onto a rooftop and looked down. The area was filled with armed gang members. I was right. There are so many of them. She checked her phone. They've blocked all communication signals. I can't call for backup. What should I do now? Maybe I should just take a few pictures and leave. Before she could move, the Kinmen Alliance's leaders suddenly appeared. Several members immediately knelt. "Master Pudding, please forgive us. We don't know what happened." When we reached the Kinmen group building, it was already exploding. Pudding shouted angrily, "Do you have any idea how many of our men were inside that building? Out of all those powerful fighters, only you two managed to survive. And to make things worse, you brought a third person here behind you. You didn't even realize someone was following you. I won't spare any of you." Bale's heart sank. I never expected an ancient martial artist to be here. He's much stronger than I am. Before she could escape, Pudding instantly appeared behind her. He grinned. "Did you really think you could run?" Escaping from Pudding isn't just difficult. It's impossible. He slammed Bale to the ground. Smirking, he said, "I never imagined such a beautiful woman would come to our headquarters on her own." Bale glared at him. "I'm a police officer. My colleagues already know where this place is. If you touch me, your entire gang is finished." Pudding laughed. "We've committed more crimes than we can count. If the police catch us, we're dead anyway. Your threats don't scare us. Even if we're going down, adding one more crime won't make any difference." Bale warned, "My father is Bale Han. He holds a very high position. If anything happens to me, you'll regret it." Pudding frowned. "Bale Han, isn't he a high-ranking official? Even the biggest families in the capital respect him. There's no way a man like that would have an ordinary police officer as his daughter." Then he smiled wickedly. "Besides, I'm not a bad choice for your future husband. Let's finish our business first. Then we'll decide what to do with you." Bale disparaged. "I never should have come here. Honestly, I never should have become a police officer in a small city like this. I should have stayed home. I'd rather die than fall into these people's hands." Pio laughed. "Well then, let's get started." Just then, Yashin's voice echoed through the room. "If the lady already said no, Why are you forcing her? Bale, don't you have any shame? Po Gang turned around angrily. You're in Kinmen Alliance territory, and you still dare to talk back to me. Looks like you're tired of living. Yashin smiled. I don't know about living, but I certainly enjoy killing. And the one I'm about to kill is your entire Kinmen Alliance. Pudding burst into laughter. You'll kill us. He turned to his men. Brothers, did you hear this idiot? He thinks he can wipe us out without being a martial grandmaster. How dare he talk this big? He flexed proudly. See these biceps? They're 25 inches. I'll crush you between them. At his command, every gang member opened fire. Yashin effortlessly dodged every bullet and eliminated all of them with a single attack. The few survivors stared at him in horror. We have to admit he's unbelievably powerful. An ordinary person could never dodge all of our bullets. One of the remaining fighters stepped forward and scoffed. You guys are pathetic. Just because he dodged a few bullets, you're calling him powerful. Any ordinary martial artist could do that with ease. Now let's see who wins when two martial artists fight. Yashin smirked. Fine then, Faye. Let's find out. With that, he threw a single punch. The man was killed instantly. The remaining gang members stared in disbelief. Boss was the second strongest fighter after Master Pudding, and this guy killed him with just one punch. Yashin walked forward and began eliminating every remaining gang member one after another. Meanwhile, Bailey watched in shock. Every move he makes is a killing technique. Not a single attack is unnecessary or wasted. He's like a perfectly programmed killing machine. There's no way someone this powerful belongs to a small city like this. Pudding laughed. A young man this strong in Junction City. Now this is getting interesting. At last, I found a worthy opponent, but you should know that I possess the perfect body. No matter what you do, you won't be able to hurt me. And if you can't even injure me, how do you expect to kill me? Get on your knees and beg for forgiveness. Maybe I'll even accept you as my disciple. Yashin didn't waste another word. He stepped forward and punched Pudding square in the face, nearly shattering his jaw. Pudding's expression changed instantly. He's far too dangerous. I can't beat him. Before he could react, Yashin landed another devastating punch. Yashin said coldly, You thought you could kill me after provoking me? Someone will die today, but it won't be me. Pudding immediately surrendered. Wait, I'll do anything you ask. I have tremendous influence in this city. Just tell me what you want, and I'll make it happen. Yashin shook his head. You should have kept your mouth shut when you still had the chance. Now it's too late. With a single strike, he killed Pudding. Bale was left speechless. What just happened? He destroyed the entire Kinmen Alliance all by himself. Yashin then turned toward her. You're next. Bale stepped back nervously. What are you planning to do? When she noticed him reaching toward her, she panicked. I thought you were a good person, but you're just like them. You want to take advantage of me too, don't you? Yashin sighed. You foolish girl. The bones in your leg are broken, and several of your muscles are badly torn. If I don't treat you now, you'll never walk again. Bale was stunned. You're trying to save me? Yashin smiled faintly. Most people would call it saving someone's life. As he treated her injuries, Bale thought, my body feels so comfortable. It's as if all my strength has returned. After recovering, she bowed gratefully. Yashin, thank you so much. Honestly, why waste your talent fighting? You should become a doctor. You'd make an incredible physician. Yashin replied, I'm not interested. Go check everyone's phones. You'll find plenty of evidence inside them. I still have something to take care of, so I'm leaving. Bale asked, Where are you going now? Yashin answered, The trash hasn't been completely cleaned up yet. I don't like leaving things half-finished. By tomorrow morning, the city's biggest piece of trash, the Kinmen Alliance, will be gone for good. The next morning, Bale arrived at another Kinmen Alliance hideout. Looking at one of the corpses, she thought, he was one of the Kinmen Alliance's most powerful leaders. The terror frozen on his face says he died in absolute fear. Just like Yashin said, everything happened exactly as he predicted. I need to report this to my brother. On the phone, Ying asked, Sister, are you absolutely sure Yashin was the one who killed all of them? Bale answered confidently, Yes, I'm certain. Not only did Yichin eliminate them, but he also saved my life. I can guarantee it was him. Ying immediately replied, I'm coming to Zhengchen right now. Until I arrive, don't have any contact with Yichin. He could be extremely dangerous. Bale asked, What about your mission? Ying answered, The mission isn't more important than this man. I need to see for myself what kind of monster Yichin really is. Elsewhere, Yichin sighed while changing into clean clothes. Killing people is such a hassle. My clothes keep getting stained and I have to keep changing them. Just then, he noticed Ji was sitting inside a cafe. He immediately thought, I'll pretend I didn't see her, and quietly leave. Unfortunately, Ji was spotted him first. She called out, Mom, wait a second, I'm going to talk to a friend. Walking over to Yichin, she smiled. Before we move ahead, please take a second to like on this video. A like tells me that you enjoyed this topic. Your support helps Amazing Pie grow naturally. Where are you rushing off to? Yichin replied, I was just taking a walk. Jiwa crossed her arms. You still owe me a favor. We're not even after what happened last time. Yichin teased, you were the one who slept in my bed. How is that my fault? At that moment, Jiwa's mother walked over. Ro, who is this young man? Jiwa was startled. Mom, when did you come over? How am I supposed to explain who Yichin is? This is so embarrassing. Her mother frowned. Do you realize the consequences of this? If that man finds out you're involved with someone else, the entire Jae family could be in trouble. At least think about your family. Jiwa's expression immediately darkened. Her mother continued, come with me right now. You can't stay here any longer. The family will take care of the company you built. From now on, you won't be leaving the Ji family again. Jiwa roped. Mom, I'm a human being too. Her mother replied firmly. Those are your father's orders. Jiwa Ro reluctantly let go of Yichin's hand and started to leave. Yichin suddenly grabbed her wrist. I'm sorry, Aunt, but Jiwa Ro can't go with you. She's already part of my family. In fact, we'll probably be giving you a little granddaughter soon. Jiwa Ro's eyes widened and shocked. What on earth is he saying? She whispered, I thought you said we only hugged. What nonsense are you talking about now? Yichin whispered back, are you really this clueless? Can't you tell I'm acting? Jihu immediately began playing along. Yichin thought to himself, please don't ruin this. Her acting is terrible. Her mother glared at them. What exactly have you two done? Yichin thought honestly, I don't have any special feelings for Jihu Nolok, but she's asking for help so I can't ignore her. Besides, the moment she agreed to go back with her mother, I saw a blood omen appear above her head. My master specifically told me to protect Jihu Nolok at all costs. She's safe here. But if she returns to the Jia family, her life will definitely be in danger. That's why I have to stop her. Her mother looked at Jihu Nolok. Is everything he's saying true? Jihu nodded. Please believe me. He's a much better man than the one you've chosen for me. Her mother snapped. How can you possibly be my daughter? Don't you have a mind of your own? Come with me to the Jia family immediately. We have the best family doctors there. They'll decide what should be done. Yichin stepped forward. Wait a second, Aunt. You can't force Jia to go with you. She glared at him. And who exactly are you to stop me? Do you even know who I am? I'm from the Jia family of Jiangnan province. A family far beyond your imagination. Even the top families of Jiangchen kneel before us. Yichin smiled calmly. You want to know who I am? You're fortunate that you're Jia Ro's mother. If you weren't, I would have shown you exactly who I am today. Jia Yuo's mother silently thought, there's definitely something unusual about this boy. He's not just making empty boasts. His aura is absolutely terrifying. Yichin continued, the Tu family, the Jia family, it doesn't matter to me. I don't know anything about your families. And I have no interest in learning, but let me tell you one thing. 6 months from now, when you see me again, you'll be proud of your daughter's decision. By then, you'll realize just how big of a cat she has found. Turning to Jir Uo, he said, let's go. After they left, Jir Uo's mother ordered, investigate that young man immediately. He's the first person who's ever gotten this close to Uo. Jir Uo apologized. Yichin, I'm sorry. My mom got really angry. And I know she said a lot of hurtful things, but she only said those things because she cares about me. Please don't take her words to heart. She's not a bad person. Yichin smiled. Don't worry, I didn't take it personally. Besides, who gets offended by the words of their own family? I already consider you one of my own. Deep down, however, he thought, this is all part of Master's mission. Even if I have to keep acting, I have to complete it. Jir Uo secretly admired him. He's actually pretty handsome. Yichin stopped a taxi. All right, I'm leaving. If you ever need anything, just call me. Watching him leave, Jir Uo thought, the Jia family has over 100 years of history. Yichin told my mother he'd surpass us within 6 months. But honestly, that's impossible. Meanwhile, Yichin thought, my enemies keep increasing. Fighting alone isn't the smartest choice anymore. I already have LinkedIn support, so I have solid influence in the underworld. But in the public eye, I also need something powerful enough to make people fear me. He instructed the driver, "Take me to Long Villa." When Shenhai saw him arrive, he immediately became excited. "It's a great honor to have you at my home, Mr. Yi. May I ask why you've come?" Yichen handed him a stack of documents. "It's done." Shenhai froze. Yan Jinming signed them. "I thought this would take much longer, but you actually finished everything in a single day." He couldn't help but wonder, does this mean Mr. Yu was also the one who killed Yan Jinming? But Kim and Alliance had countless martial arts masters protecting him. How could he possibly have done it? Yichen casually added, "I also destroyed the Kim and Alliance yesterday." Shenhai was completely stunned. "You finished everything? Then don't worry anymore. Within 3 days, I'll have Tianjin Group fully operational again." Yichen then asked, "Mr. Shen, is the Jia family of Jiang'an province really that powerful?" Shenhai nodded. "Very powerful. The Jia consortium owns assets worth billions." He hesitated before asking, "Mr. Yi, they're not your next target, are they?" Yichen smiled. "Why are you so nervous?" "I was just asking." Shenhai laughed awkwardly. "Whenever you ask something, it never means just asking." Yichen chuckled. "You've gotten to know me pretty well in such a short time." He then looked at Shenhai seriously. "If I gave you enough power, would you be willing to rule this entire country?" Shenhai's heart nearly stopped. "What kind of question is that?" Trying to stay calm, he replied, "Tianjin Group already belongs to you. Entrusting it to me is like placing gold in my hands. I'll do everything I can to make it grow." Yichen continued, "Everyone in the business world knows that real strength comes from powerful backing. What if I gave you influence equal to the Kim and Alliance, but 100 times stronger? What if I also gave you products 1,000 times better than anything on the market? Could Tianjin Group surpass the Jia family within 6 months?" Shenhai answered seriously, "If you're serious, then I'll answer seriously. 6 months is a very short time, but public support can create miracles. The biggest problem is my age. If I were younger, things would be much easier." Yichen thought, "If I ever need political support, I can always contact Bile's father. He's an extremely influential man." Then he said aloud, "Don't worry about the government or the other provinces. I have connections there. You also don't need to worry about the underworld. My people already control it. As for your age," Yichen took out a pill. "Take this. It'll extend your lifespan by another 50 years. Shenhai was overjoyed. "You've solved every problem. I promise I'll build Tianjin Group into an empire with no equal." Yichen nodded. "Good. I'll meet you at Tianjin Group in 3 days." After Yichen left, Shenhai thought, "I must have accumulated incredible karma to meet someone like him. I never imagined I'd still have the chance to reach even greater heights at this stage of my life. If I continue following him, I might even help rule this entire country, or perhaps the whole world." After returning home, Yichen found Jiao Uo waiting there. He frowned. "Jiao Uo, don't you own a huge mansion? Why are you here causing trouble?" Jiao Uo sighed. "My company has been taken away. Even my house was registered under the company's name. I can't go back there anymore. My bank accounts have been frozen. The only place left for me in this world is here." Yichen asked, "Then where are you planning to sleep?" He sighed dramatically. "Because of you, I barely have enough room to sleep myself. You show up with problems, and then you complain about me too." Sunny smiled. "It's okay. Jiao Uo can stay here with me." Yichen laughed. Sunny has really become quite the landlady. Now she has 2 tenants and one of them even eats for free. Jiao Uo replied, "I'll find a job in a few days." Sunny secretly thought, Yichen is teasing Jiao Uo for freeloading, but he's basically freeloading here too. Jiao Uo suddenly asked, "Do you have any work for me?" Yichen answered, "Actually, I do." Jiao Uo thought, I can't underestimate him. He possesses an incredible formula. There's a good chance he belongs to some hidden family. From the capital, she confidently said, "I've never worked for anyone before, but if I join your company, I guarantee I'll help it grow tremendously. This is a rare opportunity for you to hire someone like me. The only problem is that if you hire me, the Jiao family will definitely target and suppress your company." Yichen smiled confidently. "They can try whatever they want. It won't make any difference." Jiao Uo became excited. "Great, then tell me everything. Where is your company? How big is it? Which industry are you in? What are your business plans and policies?" Yichen scratched his head. "Well, I haven't decided any of that yet. I haven't even chosen the industry." Jiao Uo was speechless. I'm such an idiot for believing him. She sighed inwardly. How could he challenge my mother to surpass the Geo family in 6 months when he doesn't even have a company? He's so innocent. He clearly knows nothing about how the real world works. I'm starting to think he doesn't come from a powerful family after all. The Geo family possesses enormous wealth. Surpassing us financially is almost impossible, and that's only the surface. The truth behind those giant conglomerates is far darker than most people realize. Elsewhere, Geo Uo's mother asked her bodyguard, "Have you found anything about that young man?" The bodyguard reported, "We completed MS. Geo's routine medical examination. According to the results, it seems the boy was lying. However, a few days ago, Ms. Geo was drinking with her friend, Sunny. Yichin is currently staying at Sunny's house. Ms. Geo also spent that night there. If anything happened between them, I can't say for certain." Her mother became furious. "What has Uo done? At first, I thought they were just lying. Tell me immediately, where did this boy come from?" The bodyguard replied, "His background is extremely strange. We couldn't uncover anything about him. It's almost as if he appeared out of nowhere. However, some people suspect he might actually be young Master Yi from the family that was destroyed 5 years ago." Geo Uo's mother fell into deep thought. The destruction of the family shook all of Gyeongchen. They offended an incredibly powerful figure from the capital and were completely wiped out. So that's his plan. He's trying to enter our family so he can use the Geo family's influence to avenge his parents. A faint smile appeared on her face. "I have to admit, it's a clever plan." The bodyguard asked, "Then why would he challenge the Geo family with only 6 months? Could there be an even more powerful force backing him?" Geo Uo's mother replied calmly, "Very well, we'll give him those 6 months. Let's see exactly how he plans to force the Geo family to its knees." Scene shifts. We see Yo Chen feeling completely overwhelmed because of the 2 girls living with him. "I accidentally walked into the bathroom only to find Geo Chen taking a shower. She didn't even lock the door. How is that my fault? Living in the same house with 2 girls is way harder than I expected. Forget it, I should focus on business. The underground connections I promised Chen Hai can be handled through LinkedIn. As for creating top-tier products, that's easy. I have plenty of recipes that I can use. The real obstacle is the government. Although Bail Han has influence, I don't know him well enough. Looks like I'll have to rely on LinkedIn for that as well." Just then, Geo Chen senses someone watching him from a distance. As he heads back inside, he smiles to himself. "Someone's here to hunt me. This game of cat and mouse should be interesting." The person observing Geo Chen is none other than Yan. Geo Chen narrows his eyes. There's nothing special about him. How could someone like this be a martial artist and powerful enough to kill even grandmasters? He raises his binoculars again, but Geo Chen has already disappeared. The next second, Geo Chen suddenly appears right in front of him. With a grin, he says, "Looking for someone." Geo Chen was stunned. "We were 80 meters apart. How did he get here in just a few seconds?" Looks like the rumors were true. He really is a grandmaster, but 2 immediately exchanged punches. After just one collision, Yang realizes the terrifying truth. Because he isn't strong enough to fight Geo Chen, if the battle continues, the bones in his arm will be crushed. Retreat is his only option. Geo Chen smirks. "Trying to dodge. Let's see how you avoid my next attack." With a single kick, he shatters the rooftop beneath them. He calmly says, "Even if you dodge, you still won't be able to hurt me. To be honest, I can block your attacks without even moving." As Yang attacks again, Geo Chen effortlessly blocks the strike with his energy barrier. Yang was horrified. The information we received was completely wrong. He's not a martial artist. He's a cultivator. Now I understand how he wiped out Kinmen Alliance and all those martial arts masters in a single day. My junior sister doesn't know much about cultivation, so she couldn't recognize it. We cultivate mortal arts, but he cultivates immortal arts. Cultivators aren't always stronger than martial artists, but only a handful of martial artists can ever surpass them. When Yan looks up again, Geo Chen has vanished once more. Suddenly, Geo Chen appears behind him and delivers a devastating kick, sending him flying, panicking. Ying shouts, "Brother, please forgive me. I didn't come here with bad intentions. I only wanted to learn from you." Yang Geo Chen steps on his chest. "First of all, who are you, and why were you secretly spying on me? Did the 2 families send you, or was it the Jai family?" Yang Geo Chen quickly shakes his head. "I'm not here to kill you. How could we possibly be enemies? This is the first time we've ever met. If you don't believe me, you can verify my identity. Yang Jio Chen narrows his eyes. You're Captain Yang from the Dragon Soul Commandos. Yang nods. Yes, I'm from the National Security Team. Jio Chen replies, I've never even heard of this unit before. I'm not letting you go that easily. Yang quickly says, You know Bai Li, don't you? I'm her older brother. Jio Chen looks skeptical. You two don't even look alike. Yang sighs, Believe me, she's really my younger sister. She was the one who told me about you. After hearing that you destroyed Kim and Alliance, I became curious. I came here only to see how strong you really are. I never intended to hurt you. Deep inside, Yang sighs, I never thought my little sister's connection would save my life one day. Young Jio Chen says, If you only wanted to test my strength, you could have challenged me directly. Why spy on me like a thief? He silently thinks he's incredibly powerful. Letting him go may not be the smartest decision. Young Jio Chen lowers his head. You're right, I made a huge mistake. Please forgive me. If you spare me today, I'll owe you a great debt. If you ever need my help in the future, I'll use all of my official authority to assist you. Yang Jio Chen considers the offer. Hanzhen Group will eventually need government support. I originally planned to approach Bai Li's father, but since I don't know him personally, convincing him would be difficult. This man is probably my best option. Yang Jio Chen asks, How much authority does your unit have in this country? Yang Jio Chen answers, Dragon Soul is the third strongest special unit in the nation. We only answer to our direct superiors. Yang Jio Chen thinks, if they're ranked third, then even stronger organizations exist. Still, they're more than enough to support Tangzhen Group for now. He finally says, Fine, I'll let you go. In return, your unit has to establish an official partnership with Tangzhen Group. If you can make that happen, I'll forget everything that happened today. Yang Jio Chen blinks. So you want to use our influence to support your company? Jigen is just a small city. Why would any company here need Dragon Soul's backing? He secretly thinks even corporations in the capital desperately seek our support. Using Dragon Soul's name in a small city would be like using a sledgehammer to crack an egg. Young Jio Chen asks, You're talking about your father's company, Tangzhen Group, right? I can't help you directly, but I can report your request to my superiors. I'm sure they'll be able to assist. Yang Jio Chen nods. Since we're allies now, take this pill. Heal your injuries. Yang Jio Chen stares at the medicine in disbelief. Who exactly is this young man? Not only is he a cultivator, but he even possesses medicinal pills. I've only heard about treasures like these from my superiors. This is my first time seeing one in person. He immediately asks, Do you have more pills like this? Yang Jio Chen casually replies, These are low-grade pills. I have thousands of them. Yang Jio Chen's eyes widen. If our country had access to pills like these, our military strength would increase tremendously. Yang Jio Chen smiles. I'm not generous enough to hand them out for free. If you want more, first fulfill everything I've asked you to do. As for discussing the pills, bring someone who actually has the authority to negotiate. Yang Jio Chen thinks he has no idea that the person I'm referring to is one of the country's biggest figures. Someone that important doesn't have time to meet people personally. Then he smiles to himself. Still, a true dragon has emerged from Jiangchen. One day, he'll shake the entire nation. Scene shifts. Jio Chen's Sunny are taking a bath together while casually chatting about football and basketball. Outside, Yang Jio Chen sighs. Ever since these two moved in, the bathroom is always occupied. And who even talks about football and basketball while taking a bath? Now that they're inside, they probably won't come out for at least an hour. Perfect. This is the ideal time to enter the reincarnation grave. As he closes his eyes, his consciousness enters the mysterious grave once again. Yi Chen looks around. My head doesn't hurt anymore. My body isn't in pain either. That means I'm finally qualified to enter this place. I must have been too weak before, which is why the grave rejected me. Looking around, he notices another tomb. He recalls, last time, the grave told me that every time I advance deeper, I'll obtain greater power. He stares at the tomb before him. This is the tomb of the Fist of Death. Let's see if I can inherit its power. He immediately begins trying to awaken its inheritance. The next morning, Jai Jum says, I have something to do today. I'll be back this evening. Sunny smiles. If you're going out, bring back some snacks. Meanwhile, Yi Chen thinks, I've tried every method to obtain the inheritance from the reincarnation grave over the past 2 days. None of them worked. It seems I'm only strong enough to enter the grave itself. To claim its power, I'll have to become even stronger. And if I want to increase my strength, I desperately need a proper furnace. The microwave helped me a lot before, but it's reached its limit. He suddenly remembers. The auction is in 5 days, which means it should be today. That poor old man doesn't even have my phone number. How was he supposed to contact me? Just then, his phone rings. It's Shanghai. Mr. E. I've replaced every employee who used to work under Kinman Group. I've hired the best professionals in the city. Our next step is officially renaming the company. The ribbon-cutting ceremony should take place within the next couple of days. Yi Chen replies, move as quickly as possible. Soon, the entire city will know that Tianjin Group has returned. After hanging up, Yi Chen thinks Yi Yang still hasn't contacted me. Was everything he said yesterday just a lie? Just then someone knocks on the door. When Yi Chen opens it, he finds Yuren standing outside. Yuren apologizes. I went to your villa first, but no one was there. It took me a long time to track down your current address. Yi Chen smiles awkwardly. Sorry, I forgot to tell you where I moved. Come in. You look exhausted. Jiren shakes his head. I have a family emergency. I can't stay today. He hands Yi Chen an invitation. Here's your invitation to the auction. Zhu Jiazhuang will accompany you there. Yi Chen notices something is wrong. You seem troubled. Is something bothering you? Maybe I can help. But before he can ask anything else, Yuren has already left. Later, Yi Chen arrives at the Millionaire Hotel. The moment he walks inside, he notices Jiazhuang looking extremely worried. She sighs with relief. Master Yi, you're finally here. Yi Chen asks, did something happen? First, your grandfather, and now you. Neither of you looks all right. Zhu Jiazhuang thinks to herself, something terrible has happened. I believe Master Yi is the only one who can help us. But Grandpa specifically told me not to tell him anything. What should I do? Should I tell him the truth? If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to Amazing Apai. Subscribing makes sure you do not miss the next video, and it gives me motivation to keep improving the quality of every upload. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next one.